Hello, everyone, and hi, it's me, Ethan Fender, slimed artist, or what you may call me here as Mr. E. So, with this new collaboration channel, as far as we have planned, it's going to be purely machinima focused. Aside from our very own machinimas, their, behind the scenes and commentaries or whatever, I pitched that we should do also non-machinima content. EK Reviews was one such idea, and I think just me, since this is my show, will be talking about machinimas. For the first entry to test the water, so to speak, I'll be covering my collaborators Halo / Scary's Mod / Grand Theft Auto / Toy Photography series, Crying Cicada. Actually, I think it's officially named the Unity Crying Cicada, but I just say Crying Cicada for short. Plus, its name is also after the ship of the same name in the series, so confusion may be there. Gosh. Anyway, I'll be talking about this project I absolutely love. Oh, and yes, will these opinions be positively, biased? Yes, very much so. The Machinima. The Unity Crying Cicada premiered back in March 25th, 2013, via the Halo Machinima / mostly toy photography video, Crying Cicada Sparred Team Delta. We follow but one story and its cast of different characters, in which Crying Cicada, the series, has a lot more added over time. I mean, the series is 12 years old. That checks out. To put things in perspective, the video came out 3 months before Reference Blue Season 11. Bruh, that's how long I was an RVB fan. If I explored that art form back then, I could have actually found this. Now, would I have liked it? Look at it. Crying Cicada, like many other things, yes, mine included, has its flaws. However, the quality ultimately falls to tech and external forces from, a better look. Hey, listen, it was his first Halo thing. Don't be a dick. We've all started low at first. Now, I should say, back then, if I saw this, aka 11 years old, well, I was 9 years old when Skyrim came out. Fuck me. Back on topic. I would have never finished or even returned to it. However, I've gotten better over the years, and frankly, thanks to obsessive lore-focused readings, character obsessions, and watching films over and over and over again, it's easy for me to look past the bad or the negative and just enjoy the plot. That's all that really matters to me anyway. Plus, like everything else, it's gotten much better over the time. Over the time. To the point where I've done my share of doing things like animation, directing, and editing for a few Crying Cicada's videos. The roots of these ideas rooted from the creator playing Halo 3, where essentially led to the character, his OC of sorts, to be made post-2007. It wouldn't really be seen until the video where we see this representation of 138, but this character is the primary character, saying character a lot, of this series. However, Delta Team initially follows other characters. Cameron has actually expressed how much he actually loves Delta Team and like the main character Ted, because it was like almost essentially like a representation of himself, but then 138 was still a thing, and then eventually he came around. But yeah, it's pretty Delta Team, Delta Squad, Delta Team seems to have a root in his heart, and he loves Delta Team. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about this video's production more than in the initial base information. Wow, what the hell did I write there? There are actually a couple hundred videos with a newly whole dedicated YouTube channel to this universe, the Unity Crying Cicada, which will also be having newer content, which I do the thumbnails for. Yippee! I love Gary's Spot. I should have done shit in this game a long time ago. Okay, enough production stuff. I need to actually talk about the project, as in, the enjoyment, the lore, the characters, and, well, there's a lot. No, not that one. God damn it. We're gonna move away from the Delta Squad team. God damn it, it's team. I know it's team. And talk about the universe as a whole. I'm sorry, did I say universe? I meant multiverse times 10. My goodness. You're smart. You're a fan of current ideas and modern and film trending within games and stuff. Multiple universes. Crying Cicada doesn't just have what's going on with it, which I will get into in a bit, but it also implies that every other Halo Machinima has its own universe within this continuity. Sure, maybe from the creator's POV, they'd rather not have it be canon to their universe, but I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, it's part of the Halo Machiniverse, so, like, you think you have control whether your universe is canon to his Machinimas or not? No, you probably do, but in theory and concept, it's all connected, which is the name of the Halo Machinima verse, which is also the name of a series he has. With there being a multiverse, I can't talk about everything. I'll be covering things simply, and for that, I'll be talking about the primary universe for, a hot minute. I'm sure, and if Moonlight Ninja feels like it, we can cover more of this project on this channel. Gosh, I hope we talk about my stuff. The primary one we follow is labeled as Universe E, Dimension A, for short, E1. E1 is the major reality we follow. Most of the videos follow this, and much like my own stuff, it's non-linear. However, Crying Cicada is actually far better at keeping a clear, obvious timeline than I do with Sam's. Sam's is a mess, and, honestly, I kinda love it. The universe, and near so the series, remains its focus on a ship known as the UNSC Crying Cicada, tying with many other characters, mostly Spartans, funny enough, as they go on adventures of alien scum, flood magnets, spiders, time travelers, and Cthulhu. The whole Lovecraft part of the story hasn't really been explored yet, but there are a few projects that tease/connect to this event. We've explored characters like Spartan 138, the English Dragon, and more of their origins, rise to Spartans, journeys with the wars, fights and battles like fighting pedophiles. But aliens, AI, douchebags, insurrectionists, all that too. Cool thing about the Crying Cicada. Certinful. What did I type? Certinful? Certifiable. What the hell was I trying to say there? Mind your own business. Whoa. Ow. I think I popped my shoulder there. I gotta go. I have to go see Dr. Something about that. Anyway, the point is, there's a shit load of content and the lore that exists within. My god. The recreation device, or recreation, we follow Delta Team again in its later seasons, following the main characters get caught up and jumping realms of a sort of simulation, reality manipulation. What does the recreation do? I actually have to rewatch that series because it has been a long time. Did I even finish Season 5? But we see tens of non-Halo faces like Cloud, Solid Snake, or is it Big Boss? Whole slide of characters, wacky, serious, and serving as allies and foes for our protagonists. Recreation device is so prominent in the lore, there's essentially a fucking Crying Cicada movie where we follow the main character, Spartan 138, within it and going from world to world, meeting all these people and newer faces, as it's primarily a Garry's Mod project, which, is cool and did in fact inspire me to do more Garry's Mod content. More as it start doing it, because I never did Garry's Mod content before. It does have a fair source filmmaker by Cameron himself, and I'm kind of proud of him seeing him learning and doing more animations than I would with my own stuff. I barely do animations for my own stuff. I've done more fan stuff than my own stuff, which is just, I don't know, I think whatever. Well, who knows exactly when this video will come out. But he shared many clips of it to me and has a trailer or teaser for it somewhere. I've missed a good set of characters in it, and I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could redo some of those lines, like Dragonborn. Thank you for watching this video, and if you made it to the end, give us your feedback on EK reviews, or any other content we make along the way. EK Empire has a lot more to give, hopefully, and check out our personal channels. So I should ask you, what machinima should we cover next? I was thinking about doing Avalanche, as I had recently caught up with Season 2, and it is goddamn gorgeous.